All the games are valuable for us, home or away. This was a valuable learning experience on the road. Each night out, for us to get a win, we've got to play at a pretty high level. We've got to get a little tougher and defend our home court. We've got the opportunity now to do that, so we'll look forward to playing at home.
Learning to protect your home court is something that just feels so normal and natural, but until it's not, have to learn the dynamic between the crowd and understanding this has been one of the best home court advantages the last how many years? 5 years for sure, maybe more than that. And we have to get back to that, and we have to start to build that again.
To go away for 4 or 5 games, you can deal with that. By the time they came home, I believe it was 14 full days. So when you're gone for 2 weeks, that's a long time to not be in your own bed, to not have any sort of home-cooked meal, to not have any sort of semblance of normal and just the regular settings and surroundings. And I think then it's amplified when you're not necessarily having a successful trip.
On the road, you can't work out as consistent, right? So you have your routine back. A lot of players, they rely on their routine, and back at home, you usually have that.
Goran Dragic left the team for personal issues. Masai and Bobby Webster said some kind words about just how much of a leader he's been to
Gary Trent Jr. for the first time this season. He's not suiting up for the Toronto Raptors.
Giannonobi is out as well, and Birch out this evening.
Hasn't been much continuity. We have an idea on who we're supposed to be. You still got to actualize that, and you got to go out there and put it together every night, and that's been a challenge. Showing how good we can be, we've shown how bad we can be, and I think, the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle. I think we just got to keep growing, keep pushing, understanding that there's going to be ups and downs, but I think our sense of urgency needs to keep rising as the season goes on.
At this point, 3/5 of our second unit is starting. It's too bad because I really think that there was just a brief 10, 12 days there where we got in a good rhythm of who was starting, who was coming in first. We got in a really good flow, I thought, but now that's just all like we're just, we're in patchwork here a little bit.
Defense is hard to do every night, every play, every possession, especially for young players. Some of the defensive mishaps and execution is going to put you in a tough spot to win a game every night, and that's the part that we gotta get better at.
I know our time's gonna come. Of course, we all believe in each other. We know we can get back on the right track, so we're just taking game by game and practice by practice.
Okay, let's go underneath. Set up the baseline under Freddie, Gary, Scotty, Pascal, Precious. Get in there. Nate, get the next group ready to go. Good.
On the road, it's tough sometimes. Some facilities don't have the same resources or activation things that you normally use when you're at home. And then when you're at home, you get access to a lot of things. We have, pools here, we got underwater treadmills, we got access to our weight room. It just makes things a lot more smoother. We as a medical staff meet almost every day to kind of discuss players and injuries and how to manage it. And we kind of execute a plan, and we work together and use like a multidisciplinary approach.
Scotty's a perfect example. With the minutes that he's playing, I would tailor more on like prehab activities for him, maintenance, things that will, we're trying to prevent overuse injuries. So those are the type of programming for him.
It's a feel thing for what's going on with our team, and obviously, as guys are coming back from injury, we want to have some live practice time so they can get used to getting back in a rhythm with players and getting used to the up and down of pace of the game and that type of thing. And we just try to make the best use of our time, kind of gauge, the energy levels of our players and think of forward about how that's going to apply to today and tomorrow and the day after.
Hey, only thing we can control is our fight, man. Play together, stay together, and fight your ass off. 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Certainly a welcome sight for Raptor fans. Gary Trent Jr. back in the lineup tonight after dealing with that calf injury that he suffered against the Pacers.
Arguably the best player in basketball is out tonight. You're at home where you've struggled. Gary Trent Jr. is coming back to give you a little life, a little energy, hopefully some scoring and some shooting. You got to seize on these opportunities when they present themselves.
Exactly. Do not relax because Giannis isn't here. He's getting a night off, but you don't get one.
Here's Gary Trent Jr. and the three is good. So good to have Trent Jr. back. Barnes, a corner three is good. Barnes knocks it down. Here's Banton. Drive, kick, swing. There you go. Barnes, three. Rattles it in. Watanabe knocks down the three, and the Raptors on a 7-0 run. Barnes, good vision and timing underneath.
The identity of our team's been up and down defensively. Tonight was certainly a good one. Certainly commend our guys for playing hard and playing hard at that end. And we've been spending a lot of time on it in practice. I know that much. So it's good to have some of that hard work pay off.
Great job by Gary Trent Jr. Siakam now to VanVleet. VanVleet on the run to Achilla. There you go. On the run with a slam dunk.
Fred sees a lot of attention defensively. They were blitzing in the first half. What did he do in the second, or what did you guys do in the second to free him up for some good looks?
Well, a little bit of everything. Gosh, there was a lot of different kind of stuff we were doing to free him, and every little adjustment seemed to work. Right, there was run him off a couple staggers, and we ran him off a triple, and we backdoored him once, and we faked a handoff one. I mean, every little adjustment we were making to try to free him up got him free, and he made them.
Scoop shot, 25 for Rockford's finest.
All-star, all-D, leadership, and
crowd on their feet.
Lead by example.
Hey man, when I'm in between those lines, anything can happen. It was just one of those moments, playing so hard, working so hard. Given the circumstances, I think everybody in the building deserved that win, including the players. So just wanted to give us some energy and some momentum going into those last 2 or 3 minutes.
Just the bat out. He just outworks Bobby Portis. And
tremendous.
Game time. We take those dubs. Come on. Game on.
Raptors are going to come away with a victory and improve to 10-13. What a night for Fred VanVleet. 29 points. VanVleet outstanding in the second half, 26 points, 8 of 14 shooting. Getting to the free throw line, 6 of 6 overall on the night.
Well earned, well deserved, and you can say that about the guys tonight wearing the Toronto Raptor uniforms. Big win tonight for Raptors. They needed that, and they earned it, and they got it.
How good was it to just have a win at home for this team, especially Fred VanVleet bringing the energy last night and leadership, really?
Yeah, he was phenomenal, Seth. When you talk about Fred's ability, especially in the fourth quarter, to really just turn the gears up and just make plays for himself, make plays for his teammate, it was phenomenal. And again, we're talking about a guy who's always been questioned about his size. He made play after play on both ends of the floor. So Fred just kind of threw everybody on his back and said, let's go. I'm going to take you there. I'm going to lead this charge. And he did it on both ends. I thought Fred did an amazing job of just taking leadership to another level and getting this W for his team.
Let's do it, man. Come on, build on it. Build on it. There it is. Build on it. Get a day off tomorrow. That's it.
All right, good job. Let's get it up. Good job. Good job. Play hard. Good job. Let's get it out. Raps! 1, 2, 3, Raps! Got a day off tomorrow. Dark day. life.
Stay the home.
Stay home. Get rest.
Stay home, Jimbo. Blackout day, Jimbo.
Stay home.
Go do yoga with your wife, Jimbo.
I'm just getting some extra shots, trying to find a groove and everything, trying to find my shot, my touch a little bit more. I think I've been struggling a little bit, and just finding a little bit of touch and everything that I had before. So it's just doing what we used to do that made us find it back. Every day. Yeah. Being at home, it helps. That's the easy way for us to get some shots up, or just trying to figure it out what we got to do better to help my game. And they make it easy for us. You don't need to call nobody. The lights are always on, and the gym is always available. So sometimes I go later than that, sometimes I go earlier. It depends really. We've been working all summer before our surgery. Things were going well, and last year and the year before. So since COVID, I've been working with them every summer. And now we just decided that since we're struggling, we're gonna put time during the season too. So.
As guys get hurt, it's not just like, oh, well, somebody's got to step up, but it means, no, literally guys have been inserted into the starting lineup, which then affects your second unit, which affects your rotation, and suddenly it snowballs if it's not going well. I think the guy that I'm looking at more than anything is Chris Boucher, and I know health has been an issue for him, just trying to find that groove. I think you need a lot more from him, and if he could really bring it, I think offensively, that could be a major plus and a major boost to this team, because they're really missing that sort of punch on the offensive end. There's not that one guy you can count on and say he's going to give me 8, 10, 12 every night. It doesn't exist right now, and I think he could easily be that guy.
I just need to, be the Chris that I always been, and sometimes I'm like, why am I not playing? But then you go watch the clip, and you're like, that's why. And those are the reasons. I'm trying to fix those reasons so I could be on the floor, because I think I could help this team.
Let's lock in, man. We got to protect home court. Let's take a total team effort for 48 minutes. Let's get it.
103, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Hey, they got the win against the Bucks. That's a great win to have. How do you continue that momentum?
How do they do it? Defend, make some more shots, and all of a sudden now they become a very difficult team on home court.
Fred is Gafford right there behind the back, now driving, spins, loses it, keeps it. Oh, Fred VanVleet, Rockford's finest, spinning around the back, put it back up and through.
Looking like a Harlem Globetrotter.
Gary Trent Jr. knocks it down, an 8-0 run. Boucher sends it over to Banton. Banton now over to Boucher, and Boucher with the over-the-shoulder.
Taking it to the basket.
Banton, a great look. The rookies, Banton and Barnes. Here's Pascal, he connects. Backing in, shake, shimmy, Pascal. He's in a groove.
We were really connected. I thought that group that started, set the tone, but I also thought every single guy that came in off the bench brought the same kind of energy and even maybe a little more, which is, that's kind of what we're hoping for it to look like. But it was a good, I thought, all-around team effort.
The energy that I'm playing with is a little different. I think that's the one thing that was kind of holding me back, just realizing what role I am and take what I get and do the best out of it.
Great job. Banton draws 2, finds Boucher, darting to the rim. Great pressure, pair of double, flips it over, it's in out of bounds.
And look at Chris Boucher, he's hyped when you get that stop.
Raptors are going to come away with a victory. They've won consecutive games for the first time since late October into early November, and they're going to improve to 4-8 on their home floor. And the Raptors, this homestand continues.
What a game for the team. The score was 102 to 90.
I thought Toronto did a great job of jumping on them early, and that set the tone for the rest of the day.
I really think that Pascal played with great energy. It was good to see him take such a big step against the Washington Wizards.
Good start by the starters. Good job, guys. Good job. Optional shooting is here tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., 9:05 game.
Yeah, turn the bright lights on for that.
See you guys tomorrow watching them kick some ass. Keep this shit going. All right, let's go. Rap! 1, 2, 3, rap!